I think just stylistically, Parker and I are going to come at each other too hard. And I think it's going to be a first or second round TKO.
Fighting out of Kansas City, Kansas, by way of Dallas, Texas. Here is the undefeated Anthony, the Warrior of Christ, Garrett.
What's up, my brother? How are you?
Got to put my Scooty Scoos on.
The Scooty Scoos, you got to put those on, bro. I see you rocking them in every interview, man.
Got to. These are my new ones. The other ones got stolen out of my gym bag.
No.
Yeah, I was at I just at a gym trying shit out, and they took my Scooty Scoos and my hoodie.
Bro, those Scooty Scoos are a hot commodity, man.
Mm-hmm. He'll give me more.
Yeah, no, I like those other ones that you had, man. The ones that got I like these too. The square look,
These
it
are
suits you.
looking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Scooty Scoo, man, hooking it up. I'm still waiting for my pair of Scooty Scoo. Come on, let's
Oh
go.
yeah, he'll hook you up. He's got you.
For sure, man. Brother, thank you for joining the show, man. So close to your fight.
Yeah, of course.
You're making a return this Saturday at the Mohegan Sun, Uncasville, Connecticut. I believe that I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah.
There's been a mashup on the card. You were supposed to be taking on Gormley. Now you've been bumped up to the main event. You will be taking on Parker Porter. Just tell me how that came about. What happened there? What happened with the Gormley fight?
Yeah, so I think Gormley's still going to get to fight. I think they have someone for him. At least that's what I've heard through the grapevine. So Josh Copeland actually pulled out Parker Porter's original opponent. And a lot of people don't know this. I'll tell you, when I first signed for this fight, I was fighting someone else, not Gormley. So I had someone pull out, then Chase Gormley signed, and then now I have to step up and fight Parker Porter because Josh Copeland pulled out. So 3 different opponents, but all one fight camp. It's going to be an interesting turn of events for whatever happens. Like I told everyone, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go in there and fight my fight and not worry about a damn thing now. I mean, 3 different opponents in 7 weeks. It's who gives a shit now?
That's crazy. That's a big test for you. I remember you telling me about that. Who was the original opponent?
So not to be knock on him, he just pulled out Pat Carell, I think is his name.
Oh, that's right.
He's a tough dude. He's game, I'm sure. He probably got injured or something like that. They never really told me, but Chase Gormley stepped up to replace him. And then now I'm stepping up to fight Parker Porter. So I heard Chase is still fighting. Let's hope. I would love to see Chase there as well. Just because I've been watching his film every other day for weeks.
Yeah, for sure. And you know what? We still want to see him get paid, man,
Yeah,
like
100%. He deserves it too.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I don't see him on the card though. I got to be honest. I'm looking at the card now. He's not on the card unless that's just going to be a last minute add-on.
I think it'll be last minute because he posted something. If you go to his Instagram, he posted his shadow boxing video. So I think he's still it may be up in the air. We'll find out. I mean, I hope he still fights because like you said, he does deserve to get paid. He had someone pull out on the Cali card, so he definitely deserves it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Have you ever had this many changes in opponents leading up to a fight?
No, never. That's why I'm like, I don't give a shit now. I'm like, fuck it. Just get in there and have fun.
Yeah, for sure, man. You're just eager to get in there, I bet.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially main event now. This is your second main event, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm pumped as hell for it, especially if you think about it. What is it? It's the last fight of the night and it's the last fight of the year.
Oof. Yeah,
So
man.
it's kind of cool. Like if you think about it, I'm just gonna have fun. I know Parker Porter, he feels the same way. We're just gonna get in there and have fun.
For sure, brother. That's all that matters, man. And you know what? You get to leave on a statement for the end of 2025, man. That is big,
Oh yeah,
for sure.
100%.
What type of adjustments have you had to make for Parker Porter?
I mean, he's a little shorter than Gormley by I think 2 or 3 inches, but he's going to be a lot faster. So I kind of cut back on working my power punches and just more or less head movement. And I feel really good with both, honestly. My cardio's up there, top notch, phenomenal feeling. My head movement's on point and my power is on point. So yeah, I think fully not much of a switch, just the speed difference. I mean, we saw Parker Porter knock Gormley out in the first round, so well TKO, but he
Yeah.
put him down for sure. And that's the fun thing is I've been studying Chase Gormley, so I've seen that
Mm,
Parker Porter fight, obviously. So I know what
mm,
Parker Porter's going to do. I know what he's looking to do, and I just have to do my best in there to counter him and get the W.
for sure.
Hmm.
So you're from Dallas, right? Did you make the trip to Connecticut already? Are
No,
you out there?
I'm originally from Kansas City, but I live here in Dallas now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we leave. I think everyone's going to be getting there Thursday. Besides Parker Porter lives in Connecticut. I think everyone else flies in Thursday.
Oh, so you're flying there, obviously.
Oh yeah, I'm not. No, that's too far of a drive. No, God
Right.
no.
And what's the weather like in Dallas? Is it warm in Dallas right now?
It's like 56. It's not too cold. Yeah, but it's
And what
chilly up in Connecticut.
Yeah, Connecticut's cold,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I've never been to either place. I'm from Canada, bro, so it's
Okay.
cold as
Yeah.
shit over here,
Oh yeah.
So
You'd be fine with the cold weather. Then I think it's like 27 in Connecticut right now. So you'd be like, this is summer weather.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, like I just came from BKFC 85 in Florida there too,
Yeah.
so it was nice to go out there for two
Yeah.
days and
Yeah.
experience the warmth over there and the palm trees and
Yeah.
kind of depressing coming back to the snow here, man. I'm not gonna
I'm sure.
lie. All right, man. So you hold the record for two of the fastest KOs in the heavyweight division for the
Yeah.
BKFC, 16 seconds and 12 seconds.
Hmm.
Do you feel more pressure going out now to get that quick knockout every time you go out?
No, I mean, I didn't let the pressure bother me in my last fight against Hayes Wilson, and I don't plan to let it bother me this time. I mean, I think it's just with the John Orr LeVar Johnson fight, I think God just had it planned that way and put me in the right position to get those wins. I don't plan to ever rush anything or push myself for trying to beat that record just because I have a feeling if I don't stay humble about him and I rush it, I could get knocked out. And I don't want that to happen.
True. That's
Yeah.
facts, man. Do you still get nervous before these fights?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think everyone gets nervous no matter what. I mean, Mike Tyson said it best. It's the fear is good for you. And he used to cry before some of his fights. So, I mean, it just depends on my mood the night before. And, sometimes I'm not afraid to say it. Sometimes I call my mom and talk to her for 30 minutes before I fall asleep. It just, you got to fucking stay relaxed and chill so that you can perform at your best the next day. Um, but obviously, when you wake up fight day, I would say the nerves are cut in half, and then the closer you get to the fight, they definitely taper down. And then right as you're walking, to be backstage for the fight before you, they're gone. For me, at least, gone completely. So yeah.
What's fight day look like for you? Do you have a routine that you like to stick to?
Yeah, I usually get up, have breakfast, and then I want to go move around a little bit, either go for a walk or if it's too cold, get on the treadmill for 20 minutes. And then I always shadow box. I've done that the past three bare knuckle fights, and I used to not do it when I was fighting other sports, but I've done it every bare knuckle fight, the one in Kansas City, LA, and Texas. And it just helps me like zone in. So I'll do whatever I'm fighting, like, you know, f- uh, 2 5-minute rounds. I'll do that and take the full rest and and I'm throwing pretty full power, full speed on air just to get loose and feel good about everything and build the confidence. Yeah.
So you're pretty much simulating a whole fight
Yes.
shadow boxing.
Hmm.
Wow.
Oh yeah. And I'm dodging, blocking, putting my, hands up and everything. Like my cornerman, Deshaun Hammonds has seen me do it. My ex-girlfriend who cornered me for two of my fights has seen me do it. I mean, they're just sitting there like watching, but they know what I'm trying to get in the zone and get ready.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
crazy, bro. No,
Yep.
I gotta say too, man, because I'm close with Combat Loops, Chris, right?
Yeah.
You've done a show. I believe you went out to Florida with him, right? Did you
Yeah. I
guys?
met up with him when I got down there. I stayed at
Right.
an Airbnb with him. Yeah.
Yeah, he was saying you were pretty locked in even out there, man. You were
Hmm.
going for your morning runs,
Oh
shadow
yeah.
boxing.
Yep. I was
That,
waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. every day. And I know the last day I was there with Chris at the Airbnb, I worked out for like 4 hours on the beach and I just like was not tired and didn't want to leave. And, I was just like, this is nice. I think it was the day of the fight, actually. I worked out for 4 hours that morning. Yeah.
Are you like envisioning moments in the fights? Are you envisioning finishes that you could potentially get?
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I always want to do that and then work that. Like I was punching a fucking palm tree
I
in
seen that.
Florida with that. With Chris filmed it, yeah, and
Yeah.
I was envisioning how I was going to put someone down and placing my knuckle just right on the tree and working the movement. And we didn't film everything, but I was full blown shadow boxing with little dumbbells in the sand. And if you know what that is, that's hard to do in the sand because you're falling, slipping, losing your
Yeah.
balance. And everybody that was with me, Quentin, P Doc, and Chris, were all like, shit, you're moving like really good and your cardio is phenomenal. And this is sand. And I'm like, well, yeah, guys, I've been doing this while you guys were sleeping. Yeah. So,
That's
but yeah.
amazing, brother.
Mhm.
Good to hear you're locked in, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No
Um,
drinking, no bad eating either. I mean, Chris was teasing me because I like was eating eggs and Greek yogurt while they were eating whatever they wanted. Yeah.
yeah, that's what he said too, actually. He said you smashed a ton of eggs while you were there.
Yeah. I probably had like 18 eggs at least while I was there. I drank a
Wow.
few raw.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On your Rocky shit, eh?
Oh, yeah. I do that all the time. Yeah.
Let's go. So you are undefeated in BKFC.
Yep.
To a lot of fighters, that undefeated status means a lot. How much does it mean to you to stay undefeated?
I mean, from a business standpoint, it absolutely matters the most, but I've lost in other sports and losing's not a big deal. I've actually learned more from my losses than my wins in the past. And I've been intelligent with my BKFC fights. And, I took the 16-second knockout and 12-second knockouts like I lost because I wasn't going to learn anything from those fights. So I kind of like use those as fuel and motivation because I've been, flash knocked out in MMA one time and I've been dropped for early stoppages that I tried to contest and they didn't give a shit. So I know what it feels like to get put down fast. I mean, but luckily on my end and fuck the people I'm talking about from my past for doing that to me, just bad refing. I put LeVar out and I put John out. So at least they got to go out on their shield. And for Parker Porter to listen to this, he knows too. I'm coming for him. I hope he's coming for me. And I don't mind going out on my shield. I would rather have that happen than a bullshit stoppage. And I'm sure he feels the same way. So I think business standpoint, it matters to stay undefeated. But personally, I don't give a shit. I just want to have fun and put on a show.
So would you say you learn more from your wins or your losses?
Losses, but if you can categorize it in your brain like I did for my first two wins, just treat them like you lost and work even harder. I mean, that's why I was able to beat Hayes. Hayes Wilson, I mean, people don't put respect on that guy's name. He's a fucking stud. He was 4-0 and XFN's heavyweight champion, and he's 24-4 at pro kickboxing. He's done MMA and boxing.
Yeah,
Like
you
he's a
said
killer.
you beat him in kickboxing
I
too,
beat
right?
it, yeah, and that was my debut. Yeah, my
Wow.
debut in kickboxing, I was supposed to get fucked up by him, and I bullied him and brawled with him and beat him up and clinch fought him, split his face open with a single strike knee to the head. Like the kickboxing rules is one hand
Oh
let
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I split him like he had a finger sized cut above his eye, and it was just leaking in his face, and they called it a TKO. So I wasn't supposed to win that. It was a kickboxing heavyweight tournament. I lost in the finals that night.
And
Yeah.
he already had a crazy record at that point. Like he
Yeah, he
was
was
well established.
yeah, he was 23-3. He's got a
Wow.
loss to me, and I don't think he's lost since me in kickboxing. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's huge, man. Do you ever miss throwing kicks in the
No,
fight?
no, no. My whole plan with it right now is just to be patient and like I've told other people, I want BKFC to do Muay Thai, Lethway and MMA. I want to do it all under the BKFC banner. So
Yeah.
kicks will come back. I'm really good at kicks actually. Most people don't know that. I'm really good at kicks. Yeah.
Yeah, you got those tree trunks, bro, for
Yeah.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Man, that would be dope. That would be dope
Mhm.
in the future for them to
Yeah.
start incorporating some Muay Thai in there or Lethwei. You said
Yeah.
that'd be insane.
I want to do
Insane.
it all with them. I would love to do it all under the BKFC banner. And I'm sure a lot of other fighters would say the same thing.
Yeah. No, I've
Gloves
heard of
suck, dude. Gloves are annoying. Like they really are. They're annoying. Like all that padding and shit gets bunched up in the way. And I mean, it feels like you're holding little cans in your hands. I hate that shit.
mm.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, you know the BKFC has no love for the glove, man. So
No, yeah. Bitch mitts. That's what we want. That's what we should call them.
bitch
The bitch
mitts.
mitts.
Oh man. What do you remember the last time you got to use your like bare knuckles prior to joining the BKFC? Like in an
Uh,
actual fight?
it would have been just street fights that I
Yeah.
got in when I was a
Street
kid,
fights.
or karate. Breaking bricks and boards when I was like in elementary school. That's the last time. Yeah.
So how did you end up how did the opportunity come about with the BKFC?
So I took the John Orr fight on like 3 weeks' notice. Yeah, he had an opponent fall out, and he had sold like I want to say like 70 tickets at that point, and they were like, "Can you come in and fight him, and then you could sell some tickets because you're from there." And we had a like he and I had a really good like showing like with ticket sales. I think
I
he
was
sold
in
like
Kansas.
yeah Kansas City because he's from the KC Mo side. I'm from the KCK side, and like when we got in the ring, like it erupted. Like, I remember the boos and the cheers were on both sides pretty loud, and the fights before us, there was, like, no noise. So he did well, I did well with ticket sales, but I knocked him out in 16 seconds, and, he's won a fight since in bare knuckle. He fought, JW Kaiser in a bare knuckle match and, beat him in the first round, like, beat his ass for a
Mm,
smaller show in Kansas, so he might get to come back to BKFC one day, and I know LeVar Johnson's trying to fight again. He had a guy pull out on him in Cali on one of he was like the big dog, his fight card. And then I'm sure Hayes Wilson will see him again one day. I mean, he's 4-1. You might as well let him come back and try again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
So you were born in Kansas, but
Yeah.
you moved to Dallas. When did you make that move to Dallas?
God, I've been in Dallas for over 3 years now. I moved here for my daughter so I can be closer to her.
Okay.
I was visiting as much as I could once COVID ended. And it just got to where she was, kids get older, they start realizing that, you know, goodbye and I'll see you later doesn't mean anytime soon. And when she was young, she doesn't remember it, I'm sure, but she would get emotional and it would make me cry. Obviously, when I would stay strong in front of her, but I'd go back to my hotel room and just, as us men do, we cry alone in the dark. And I'm just like, remember looking at the floor of a hotel room in Rockwall, Texas, and was like, okay, I'm fucking moving here. I don't care what it costs. I don't care what it takes. I'm not doing it to her anymore. So I remember my ex, her mother was like freaked out at first. She's like, you didn't even warn me. You didn't. I said, I don't have to. I can move down here all I want. It's a free country. And she brought it up in court. It was hilarious. The judge was just like, he's doing what's right. Calm down. And we were all like, okay, well, we're past that nonsense. But yeah, it was foolish of her to even think that she had any say on when or where I could move. But I picked Dallas, which is only like 45 minutes away from her, so I could actually have a job and work and train and keep fighting. Because as much as I'm not going to quit on my daughter ever. I'm not going to quit on my dream either. And I want her to see that one day.
That's amazing. You're a good dad for that, for sure.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
Um, so how old is your daughter?
She is 6, about to be 7 in January.
Does she know what you do? Like, does she know you're a bear? No, no,
No.
no way.
Everybody asks that. No, not yet. I don't know how I'm going to tell her because I have a feeling she's going to find out.
What does she think you do?
She just thinks I train people and I'm a coach.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Like she knows I do something because she's always like, why are you so big? Why are you so muscular? She's always like, you're big. Like she's always like looking at me like, you're like a superhero. And I'm like, yeah, daddy just, I just work out. I train people. He doesn't know I break faces and cash checks and bounce.
Yeah, it's tough enough with a young child as it is, but
Yeah.
a young girl
Mhm.
especially, I don't know. Do you have like a timeline maybe when you would want to let her know?
I'm gonna try to hold out till she's 8 or 9.
I
I
got
think
you.
that's when she'll understand more that I'm not doing it to hurt people. I'm doing it as an art form, a way to express my love and passion for fighting and combat sports. And I'm not ever trying to hurt anyone, but it is what it is. And that's what happens. We do take that risk of hurting each other, but we're also both very highly trained professional athletes that know what we're getting into. And I would rather do it in the ring than do it in, real life like foolish dumbass people do. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a sport in the end. You're getting
Yep.
paid for it. You're providing for your family with it, right?
Yep. 100%. Yep.
What was your childhood like? Did you get into a lot of fights growing up?
Yeah, a ton. I was asked this the other day in an interview, what was the first real fight I ever got into? And I can remember it clear as day. I was in third grade, and my mom, I don't think she even knows this story. So she's going to hear it on that interview or this interview. Um, because it was after school. I thought it was at recess, but I texted one of my buddies, and he was like, "No, bro, you would have gone to detention if it was at school. It was or during school. It was after school." I found out because I couldn't remember if it was recess or after school. But my one of my buddies confirmed it, and he was like, "No, we were playing soccer after school, and this kid, he was in sixth grade, called me a spick or half spick. Sorry, half spick because my mom's Mexican." And my mom was a single mom at the time, working like 3 jobs, and everyone knew we were poor, but we moved in with my Aunt Dottie, and my Uncle Craig, he passed away this year, God rest him, but, they were wonderful people. They took us in, took care of us when my parents split, and I started going to, like, a really, really wealthy elementary school. Like, if you know Kansas City, Mission Hills and Prairie Village are very wealthy, and that we were in the heart of Prairie Village. So I was going to school with kids whose parents made like easily 200,000 or more a year, some millions. And my mom was broke trying to make ends meet by living with my Aunt Dottie. We were up in the attic and sharing like the attic. It was a finished attic, but sharing bedrooms and living in the attic so we could survive. And the kids, kids find out, they pick on you. Not everyone's nice, obviously. And he was a bigger sixth grader and I was a bigger third grader. And he called me a half spick. And the funny thing was he swung first, but he didn't know I was doing karate and taekwondo. I caught his arm, hit him in the face, and then swung him full blown into the soccer goal post and knocked him out. But
And
the blessing of that is I never got fucked with again until at least high school. And he learned his lesson because when I was in high school, he apologized for it to me later on. Yeah. He was like, "Oh, I was young, man. I didn't know. I'm sorry." I was like, "It's cool, bro. Just don't say it again or I'll pop you one more time."
well, yeah, he got his ass beat too. It's a little bit easier to apologize after that,
Oh,
right?
yeah, 100%, yeah. Well,
And
he
you
was
were
in the wrong. Racist shit's not cool
yeah,
ever. You know that.
for
We all know
sure.
that.
For sure. And you were in third grade and he was in sixth grade. So
Yeah.
you were always like a bigger kid.
I was always the biggest boy, or there was no girl taller than me either my whole life. Yeah, at least
Jeez.
well, in high school, there was, 2 guys in my grade that were as big as me, but, yeah, I was definitely stronger and more athletic, yeah.
Did you watch a lot of combat sports growing up?
I was a like WWF fan and a Mike Tyson fan. That was my first love. The first pay-per-view I ever watched was one of the Mike Tyson fights. I can't remember, but then the next pay-per-view was when Mike Tyson refed Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I watched both of those and was like, ah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, oh yeah,
Those are some crazy times, man, back in the
oh
day.
yeah, yeah. The
Especially
Attitude
watching that.
Era.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
Attitude Era, the best, bro. It
yeah.
was like that borderline thing where you really didn't know if it was real, if it wasn't,
Oh
they were
yeah,
selling it as real, you know?
yeah.
So,
Oh yeah. They
yeah,
did a good job back then.
for sure. I love that era, man. So I was gonna ask you who were some of the fighters that inspired you to get into fighting, but you
Oh
mentioned
yeah,
Mike
yeah. No.
Tyson.
Well, Mike was first, and then like overall sports was definitely Kobe Bryant, but
Oh,
then Fedor Emelianenko, and I liked Alistair Overeem until he popped for steroids. Yeah, he let
mm.
me down on that one. He was
Yeah.
actually one of my favorites. I told everyone when he got in the UFC, I bet all my buddies he was going to fuck Brock Lesnar up. And they were like, no, no, Brock's going to take him down and beat him up. I made like fucking at least $400 that night.
Wow.
Yeah, off of him destroying Brock Lesnar, but they both were on steroids, so I guess it was a fair fight then.
Yeah, no kidding. I think Lesnar was on steroids in every fight in the UFC.
100%. He's on steroids right now. Have you seen
Yeah.
him recently? He's bigger than he's ever been.
And yeah, you definitely seen the change in Overeem once he got
Hmm.
off the steroids. I think
Oh yeah,
when he was in Pride, they were calling him Ubereem just because.
Ubering. Yeah, when he
Yeah,
did Pride and Glory, he was the Ubereem, is what Boss
yeah,
Rutan called him.
that's right.
Yeah, yeah, he
And
was. Yeah, yeah,
huge.
yeah.
And yeah, just speaking on Kobe too, man. I'm a huge Kobe fan.
Oh yeah, I love Kobe. Yeah.
Man, yeah, I grew up watching Kobe,
Hmm.
and I hate the comparison between. I mean, they compare LeBron to Jordan, but I think the closest thing to Jordan ever was
Yeah,
Kobe,
100%. It always
So
will be. Yeah, LeBron's not even tough enough to be compared to Kobe or Jordan.
I agree.
Stats wise, he's up there, yes, but he pads his stats and has
Yeah,
to play for how long?
yeah, I agree,
Yeah,
man. I don't
yeah.
think it's even an argument, but
No.
this new generation, bro, they'll ride for LeBron till the end,
Oh, I
So
know. It's because they got to watch him. That's about it. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. I do want to ask you about the story. I think you've told this on a couple podcasts, but I do want to ask you about that. So you talked about having like a testimonial
Mhm.
vision
Yeah.
and how like God came and talked to you in a dream while you
Yeah.
were in the hospital. Are you able to like talk about that a little more?
Yeah. So it was actually right after I got out of the hospital. I had checked myself into KU Med just because I really wasn't feeling right. I hadn't seen my daughter in 14 months. It wasn't like fully parental alienation because COVID was going on. So because of the unprecedented time, my baby mama did use that a little bit to be like, well, I don't really want you coming down here. You might get us sick. And all I remember from that time frame was I was dating a girl a lot younger than me, and she was mad about that. And because we had broken up, and I was still trying to see my daughter as much as possible. I remember FaceTiming her as she was 1 years old, trying to communicate with her the best I could. But my dad and I even took COVID tests and were willing to drive down to see my daughter, and she still wouldn't let it fly. So my head got a little dark, and I was missing my kid. And Natalie, my girlfriend at the time, was a wonderful person, but she just couldn't. She just couldn't. There's no replacing the love that a father has for his daughter. And she tried her best, but we separated. And I don't blame her for anything. But I checked myself in the hospital because I hadn't slept for 6 days. I'm not even kidding. Like I would not even like fall asleep. I'd close my eyes and then flash awake with like a PTSD trigger. And my mom would watch me and my mom would get upset, emotional, cry. She was spending the night like sleeping on a fucking couch in the living room while I was trying to sleep in the bedroom. And I would just get up and walk around in the middle of the night. Love her to death. My mom was just snoring and sleeping. And I'm like looking at her like, I'm jealous of you right now. But I started like, and if you ever look up like sleep loss, you'll start seeing shit and you'll start hearing shit. And I wasn't sure if it was the voices in my head or what was going on, but I literally got to a point where I wanted to hurt myself. I wanted to end everything and I never had a plan. But as we know, as men, those thoughts are dangerous. And we don't want to ever act on those. So before I let it go any farther, I checked myself in the hospital and got help. And they put me on some SSRIs. And if you ever do research on those medications, they take a while to kick in. So they kind of give you all the tools you need, but then they're like, okay, go out and we're going to try to figure this out from a distance now. And they don't kick in right away. And some of them had really bad side effects. So it got even darker. But instead of turning back to therapy and meds and the doctors, I love the doctors at KU Med. They saved my life. The triggers or the The coping mechanisms they taught me that helped was really cold water on my face and holding ice cubes, like to ground yourself. But all the meditation and stuff just wasn't for me. So I used those two, the ice and the cold water, to find prayer and fasting. And I was able to fully get out of that rut and emotional trauma that I had. And I did it through Jesus and fasting and prayer. And all because he came to me in a dream one night. I didn't know I was dreaming at first, but he put his hand on my shoulder and I could see him in a mirror. And he told me everything was going to be okay. And I woke up crying in my bed, but I wasn't sobbing or freaking out. It's like I had been crying. Like it was almost dried a little bit on my face. But dude, swear to God, it was down my whole shit. And I was like, you know how like when it dries a little bit, you're like, ooh, it feels like it's been there for a while. And after I saw him, like I said, I started praying, fasting, going to church, reading the Bible. I was able to come off all the meds completely. I titrated off safely and never quit them cold turkey, by the way. Anyone never quit them cold turkey. It's dangerous. But came off them completely. Um, and then moved down here to Dallas to be with my daughter and haven't had a problem since.
So, so you said that was around COVID time?
It was after COVID, yeah. So this was during COVID and after COVID. Like I was in the hospital during COVID. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you
it was not fun. Yeah.
have you ever had a vision like that prior to that with Jesus?
No. No. I've had one since though, for sure. Yeah. Cause obviously we all go through some shit, some really dark times. And I've had one since. And I've never told anyone about this one yet. I'll share it with you. It's pretty crazy. So and I have no ill feelings towards her at all. But my ex and I went through some shit. We're actually currently trying to talk and work some things out, but she went back to Albania where she's from. So it might not work. But I broke up with her and some things really went south and hit the fan. And she knows it. I loved her to death and she loves me. I know that still. But um, I missed her and things got pretty sad. I didn't get obviously as dark as I did because nothing's worse than not seeing your kid. But I stopped going to church. It was weird. I don't know why I correlated my ex Anna with not going to church. I don't know what happened. I just stopped going to church for a couple of months, and I was angry. And I wasn't like resenting God or anything, but I had a dream that I was walking on a beach, and he was standing there. It was so surreal. He looks me dead in the face, and he goes, "Where you been?" And I was like, "Ah, that's a good question." I was like, I've been hiding from you a little bit." And he was like, "Well, I need you to come back and I need you to do the right thing and do the right thing by a lot of people." And I was like, "Okay, I got you." And he goes, he patted me on the shoulder. He goes, "I've never left you, by the way." And I started crying in the dream. And I said, I know, I know you've never left me." And it was the craziest thing. I have it written down in my notes. I'll send you the screenshot afterwards. The date's on there too. He told me to set the world on fire with his word and prayer. Not literally set the world on fire, but set the world on fire with his word and prayer. And that he told me the world should already be burning with the love and passion of Christianity. And I was like, I woke up, found that verse in the Bible, and realized I had never read that before. I knew it was from the Bible, but I'd never read it before. Didn't know what chapter it was from in the other what book of whatever it was. Had no clue, but I wrote it all down, and I literally looked up at my ceiling, was like, okay, I hear you. So that's why you'll see in this fight, everything I'm wearing is Jesus related. Everything, my trunks, my walkout hoodie, the hat I'm going to be walking out in even is It's what is God? What is it? It's Veterans for Child. It's Veterans for Child Rescue. It's like a good Christian man out of the Midwest who was a veteran that is trying to help find all the kids that have been kidnapped and sex trafficked and stuff like that. And like I told everyone, I'm not going to ever rep like bullshit things. Like I know of no knock to anyone. I'm not going to put OnlyFans on my shorts. Like I don't judge anyone, but it's just not for me. I won't rep like, a strip club or anything like that. I want to only rep Jesus and good, healthy, quality things, like Scooty Scoo sunglasses, stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, man.
Yeah.
Bro, that's a crazy story. How long ago did that vision happen?
God, that was probably about 2, maybe more months ago. I didn't even have a fight
Wow.
booked.
Oh,
Yeah.
so this year though.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Wow, man.
Mhm.
Bro, that's deep, man. I really appreciate you sharing that
Yeah.
story, brother. I
Yep.
really appreciate that. I've heard you mention names, a few names that you'd like
Mhm.
to fight in the future. Yoel Romero, Arlovsky,
Yeah.
Mick Terrell.
Oh, yeah.
Which out of those three excites you the most?
Well, probably just Mick Terrell now because the other 2 I don't think are gonna fight BKFC again or probably not for a while. So, definitely Mick Terrell. You can take out Yell and Andre for Perdomo and Big Ben. That's one of those 3 I'd love to fight if I can get past Parker Porter. I would love to fight one of those 3.
Yeah. I was
Mhm.
gonna ask you about Perdomo. Yeah, it sounds
Yep.
like Mick Terrell is probably the closest path for you to
Yep.
take that leads
Mhm.
to a potential title shot, right? So,
100%, yeah.
so let me ask you then. You brought up Perdomo. What did you think of his last fight against Corey Willis? First
I'm gonna
time
quote
going. Say
Yeah,
again.
I'm
Go.
I'm gonna quote GSP. I was not impressed with his performance, and I was
Oh,
very impressed with Corey. Um, I love Corey to death, and he knows this. He knows I respect him, but he's 238 pounds, and he did that to Perdomo. I cut, I cut to make heavyweight, and I'm just as fast and just as strong as Corey, but I'm bigger and longer. So yeah, I would have fought him that night. A lot of the fighters, because I was ringside with I was behind Lorenzo Hunt and Kai Stewart. A lot of the fighters around me were looking at me like they've seen my fights. They were like, if you fought him like that, I said, oh, I would have fucked him up. He would not have liked it. It would have gone all 5 rounds and we both would have been leaking blood. And I promise I would have came out on top. And Big Ben, who's a much more seasoned fighter than even me, not to disrespect you, Perdomo. You know I respect you. We've talked in person multiple times. I mean, we broed hugged. Big Ben will fucking hurt you if you fight him like that. I promise you. You're not ready for him. I told everyone Perdomo probably needs 1 or 2 more fights. He needs to go fight the European champion and break that guy down and see if he can get past him. And then he needs to fight like probably one other person too. And then he'll be ready for Big Ben. Because we know he's one of the most awkward big men on the fucking planet, and he is not afraid to get in there and get dirty.
yeah.
So Perdomo, there's a reason why he hasn't fought Ben Rothwell yet. They like Ben and they like Perdomo, and they're trying to protect Perdomo. I just don't think he realizes that yet.
Yeah. No, you did mention him potentially fighting the UK champ there. I keep
Hmm.
seeing posts about that. But
Yeah.
I truly think that the fight to make would be you against Perdomo, man. And if you had the option between Mick Terrell and Perdomo, who would you choose?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Can I fight them both? Same night? I'll fight them both same night. If I die, I die. God, that's a tough one, man. All right. Oh, man, no one's asked me. That's like the best question I've been asked this whole fucking time, dude.
Let's go. Knuckles to Knives is officially sponsored by Blues King 24/7. My brother Ivan Stojakovic has decided to support the movement. Ivan owns a company called Blues King 24/7, and they are located in Ontario, Canada. Blues King 24/7 does some of the cleanest cladding work in the world. They deal with siding, aluminum panels, and any exterior finish. They also waterproof buildings, homes, and take on any commercial or residential projects. They are located in Ontario, Canada, but will take on work anywhere in the world. So if you need your building or home upgraded on the exterior, call Blues King 24/7. That's BLUESKING 24/7. Go check them out on Instagram.
Oh, man, I really, yeah, I would have to, no disrespect, Mick, but I'd have to go with Perdomo. He's 10-0, man.
Yeah.
He's 10 and
I
0.
I just feel like that's just a money fight at this point
Yeah,
too, man.
yeah.
He's
But
undefeated.
God, Mick would be so much fun. I'd love to go fight Mick in like the UK. That'd be so cool.
Yeah. Makes an
God.
absolute monster himself too.
Yeah. He'll be back. I hope they give him not an easy fight, but someone like a tune up, get his confidence back because he's a terror. He just needs to get his confidence back after getting dropped like he did. So yeah.
Yeah, his last fight was against Ben, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's that. We all saw that. That hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt my soul.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
hmm
Okay, so 2026 right around the corner. You got
hmm
the $25 million big man tournament starting
Oh
up.
yeah. hmm
What's the deal with that, brother? You looking to participate in that?
I think win or lose, Parker Porter and I both should be in there. Fuck. I mean, we're two of the bigger name guys in the heavyweight division, and we're not pussies. I mean, golly, I need to be in it. I want to be in it. I just want to be a part of the excitement. I don't care how I got to get in. I'll fucking what did one of my former opponents say? He would lick Dana White's toes. I'm not gonna lick anyone's toes, but I'll fucking clean David Feldman's car if I have to get in that tournament.
All
But
right, okay.
yeah, fucking yeah. I mean, I would put, and this is no knock on the other divisions. I would put the top 10 heavyweights of the BKFC in and fill in the blanks with the cruiserweights and light heavyweights or whatever they are. The other two divisions.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least
Well,
10 heavyweights. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's one thing I'm really curious about. They haven't
Yeah.
really announced like how they're gonna determine who's able to participate in this tournament.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's a mystery to everyone right now. I mean, I've asked about it and they don't give much leeway on it. I
Yeah.
wonder too if it might get put on hold till the summer. Like it might start in the summer.
Well, yeah, I did speak to Feldman at
Mhm.
BKFC 85, and he's saying May is the start.
So they waited too much because they were going to start it in March, remember?
Yeah.
So they pushed it back 2 months. Okay. Yeah,
So
that would give them more time to figure it out.
so I think he said May it starts, and then it would
Mhm.
end somewhere in 2027 in Dubai.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, fuck, just put everyone in it. Fucking make it what? It's 36. Make it fucking more. Make it 72.
For sure. Man, it's such a historic tournament. No
Yeah.
no promotion has ever done this. Like
No,
this
I
is
mean
gonna
that's
be
honestly
huge.
that sounds like a good idea. Feldman, make it 72 people. So take the first round and everyone makes 25,000 no matter what, and then the second round, then you can go to the 36 and they'll make 50,000 no matter what. Do
Let's
that.
go. Let's
Yeah.
go. I like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about McGregor being the co-owner of the BKFC? Did you follow his career at all?
Oh yeah, I'm part Irish on my dad's side, dude. I'm a huge Conor McGregor fan. Who the fuck is that guy? Fuck. And I think if you don't like Conor, you're just like people are just being mean to him. And he's done, no matter what his track record is, he's done amazing things in everything he's tried. So I mean, you can't knock on the dude for anything. I mean, he's never hit his wife, he's never hit his kids. So I got no beef with him. I mean, I supposedly, I don't even know if it's true, cheated on her, but I don't know if that's 100% accurate. And if he did, she forgave him because they just got married at the Vatican. So,
Yeah,
good for them for working through the downtime, and good for her for sticking with him for so long, and good for him for doing the right thing and being a good man and finding God. I've messaged him on a comment that he had liked one of my posts like long time ago, and I hearted something, and I messaged him off of it and said I was proud of him, and I am very proud to have technically a boss who is that devout and that religious and loves God. So it's really cool to see him make that transition and try to better his not just himself but his family. He's a good dude for doing that. Making that change is not easy. Giving up the party life and that money that can bring those dangerous situations takes a lot of discipline, and he should be proud of himself. And we as fans and we as and like I'm an employee, we all should be very proud that he's going to become a better version of himself. And we're going to see, like Feldman said, we're going to see a Conor McGregor that is going to shock the world again. And I'm down for it. I'm ready to watch.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm a huge Conor McGregor
Mhm.
fan. He's an absolute icon in the game,
Yep.
and you know what? Like you said, like it's who wouldn't act a little bit
Yeah.
crazy with all the money that he made, you
Dude,
know?
yeah,
So
we all have skeletons in our closet. That's why as long as it doesn't hit his wife or kids, I'll never judge him for a damn thing. Because
for
that's the one
sure,
thing I would never do. I will never hit a woman. I will never hit my kid or my daughter or kids,
for
future
sure,
kids. So as long as he stays clean of that, I don't care what. If he's smoking weed or doing drugs, I don't care. I'm not going to judge him because that's not my place. That's
for
he's
sure,
answered to God and he's asked for forgiveness and he's repenting as we speak. So he'll be good. He'll be a good change, a good for him. Yeah.
for sure. And I can't wait to see him on that White House card, man. I
Oh
know
God, yeah,
I
that's gonna
know
be
he's gonna be on it. There's no chance
yeah.
he's not
He
gonna be
has
on it,
to.
you
Yeah,
know?
he's too close with Trump and Dana. Yeah,
For
it's gonna
sure.
be crazy.
Now, so he does have two more fights left on the contract
Yeah,
for the UFC. Do you think once those two fights are done, he gets into the squared circle?
100%. Yeah, he's already said like 3 times he's like, I want to do it. I have to do it, and we all want to see it. That will be absolutely the coolest thing imaginable to see. Yeah,
I think it would. I mean, BKFC is already the fastest growing promotion in the world, but I mean, if Connor jumps in there, dude, I don't know. It's gonna blow up the
yeah,
whole thing, you know?
it'll go insane. I mean, if they can make it like an epic fight night where he's the main event, and as long as Mike Perry stays undefeated, maybe it's against Mike Perry, or Mike Perry could be the co-main event, and then have the heavyweight title defended as the feature bout, like the third to last fight. I mean, dude, that's God, that would be insane. Do it at a Knuckle Mania. You
Mm,
know what I mean?
yeah,
God, that'd be fun. But bring Michael Chandler over. He can fight Michael Chandler in the White House and then fight Michael Chandler on BKFC.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like we said, he's got two more fights on the UFC
Yeah.
contract. Who knows who the BKFC has in store to sign, you know? Like
Yeah.
I've heard David Feldman talking about Jorge Masvidal potentially too, you know? So
Yeah. That'd be
that
badass. Fuck.
that'd be huge.
Yeah.
Um, I got two more for you, brother. I don't want to
You're
keep you
good.
for
Yeah.
much
Take your
longer.
time. You're
I
good.
really appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Um, so now that your opponent has been changed and you're the main event, do you have a prediction for this fight?
Yeah. I think it's going to be first or second round TKO. I said in another interview, Parker Porter just has that. He has some dog in him for sure. And I have a serious dog in me too. And I think when you take two guys that just aren't going to fucking quit, we're not going to get knocked out. We're going to be fucking rumbling, stumbling, trying to get back to our feet or beating the hell out of each other as long as it takes to put someone down. But I'm thinking first or second round TKO. Like if I was a betting man, that's what I would put my money on. It would be interesting if it went to the fifth round, though. It really would be. Like
Hmm.
that'd be a fucking intense fight. And personally, that's the fight I'd love to have eventually with someone. But I think just stylistically, Parker and I are going to come at each other too hard. And I think it's going to be a first or second round TKO. I'll be winning, yes, but we could, we're heavyweights. Anything can fucking happen.
Yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Can't wait, brother. I really
Yep.
can't wait.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. Do you want to leave us with a message for the fans and shout out any sponsors?
Yeah. So I really don't have any sponsors right now besides the Veterans for Child Rescue. They just finally got on board. So shout out to those guys. They're doing a wonderful job helping find the kids that have been kidnapped and sex trafficked. I'll be wearing their hat as I walk to the ring. I'll probably throw it to someone in the audience if I can. And then Scooty Scoo sunglasses, my boy. I'm going to be walking out in a pair. I'll probably be walking out in this pair, and I'll probably toss them to someone.
Sick.
So I'm going to need some more glasses. And but all my other sponsors fell out, man. I'm actually really disappointed. They're the ones missing out, not me. And they know who they are. So fuck you guys. And you're not going to get a second chance. They're really not. Um, win or lose, I'm going to make more noise and I'm going to get bigger and even better. So they're the ones missing out for sure. And then my guy that made my fight shorts, Aztec Customs, you'll see he did a really good job on the shorts that I am going to be wearing. And they're a theme that's Jesus. Obviously, you'll like the color, you'll like the style of it. It's pretty badass looking. And then obviously want to give a shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, my mother and my father for always being in my corner and helping me, when they can. They're not down here with me in Dallas, but they do a really good job from far away. My family, my friends, my cornerman, my manager, and most importantly though, Lucy Joe, my daughter. Yeah, I do everything for her, everything. So like you said, she doesn't, and I said she doesn't know yet, but she'll see all these interviews one day and all my fights. And you've seen me. What do you think I'm doing right here? That's her name tattooed on my chest under that rose. And yeah, she's why I do everything. I just want her to be proud of her daddy one day.
Sure, she will be. She's probably
Yeah,
proud of you right now, bro. But when
yeah,
she finds out what you really do, holy, can't wait.
yeah,
Man, thank you so much, brother, for
yeah. Of
taking the
course.
time. I really appreciate it, bro. I'd like to get you on in the future again after
Yeah,
this fight, and we can get more deeper with everything.
yeah. 100%, bro.
And yeah, just put on a show out there. I'll definitely
Oh,
be
I will.
watching.
Oh, I got to give I guess you said to the fans, right?
Yes,
Don't blink. Don't fucking blink. Don't blink, because Parker Porter and I have both said it. We didn't even know that we both said the same fucking thing, but don't fucking blink. Because I promise you, with how heavy we throw and how heavy we're going to hit each other, something's going to fucking happen. And you guys are really going to enjoy it. I promise. There's going to be fireworks right before Christmas.
let's fucking go. You
Yeah.
heard it here first from the
Yep.
man himself, Anthony Garrett. Do not blink this Saturday. Anthony Garrett versus Parker Porter at the
Oh,
Mohegan
yeah.
Sun. Do not
Mhm.
blink. Thank you so much, brother.
God
Tapos
bless
sa
you. Have a good
nice.
night.
God bless,
Yep.
brother.
See you,
See
dude.
ya.